BA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today we've got an NFC South matchup as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Carolina Panthers. Set to go, Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
On the ready.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Panthers who came away with the victory in that one. So now they look to take the season series here at home in Charlotte. That throw by Young incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On is the punter Hecker as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. It's a punt return score of 70 yards. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense like, look, you don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And drive number 1 for them was a punt. We'll see what drive number 2 holds here.
And oftentimes you think to yourself, okay, second possession, let's go ahead and open things up. Let's get a little bit crazier on offense. Maybe it wasn't a matter of that. Maybe they just missed a block or two. Maybe they had the right plays called. Sometimes it's just the execution. Let's see if they can execute a little bit better on this drive.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Young. That is caught. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here is Young. He'll air one out deep from Mingo. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Panthers. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Falcons first and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 18. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Carolina defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 8. Robinson with another carry. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
On 3rd down, Robinson. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. He ends up going for 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun, it's Young. Incomplete. The Panthers at 9-4 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To the air once more, Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he had that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Young's throw taken in by Chark. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Looking to throw, Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 7-7, our score after 1. First and 10, Young. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He completes this one to Mingo. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Chark, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Robinson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They start on the ground with Robinson here. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
What I continually hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And, boy, it all came together on that one.
That's one where they watch it and say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to do right there.
That looked like the play we drew up and designed. And then we got to see it unfold in real time. And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
2nd and 10. Ritter now looking to throw it this time. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Handoff now to Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Former first-rounder Derek Brown living up to the billing on that stop.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Here's 2nd and 7. Robinson on a give right side. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out on the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
3rd and short, Ritter. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Young looks to throw on 1st down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Chark with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Final play before the half. Here's Ritter going up top for Miller. And this one is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Ritter will set up to throw it. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 90 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball. And unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the off. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for them so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Play action. It's Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Off the play fake, Young. He's got Mingo. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. To throw, Young. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack.
Second and 12 at the 45-yard line.
Now Young. Flush to his right. And the pressure gets to him again. Zach Harrison, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This to the former Falcon, Hayden Hurst. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting. He's able to convert for 3.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
They're on the 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play action. Now Jackson. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do They'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll run with Patterson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
At the 6-yard line.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now this likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And it's caught. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter. You're going. Jackson will keep it, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Koo, up and good, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
Falcons 17.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 9. To throw is Jackson. That one deep for London. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They go play action. Young. He'll air one out deep from Mingo. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are right back in this football game.
1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Let's go now.
Now Patterson to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Jeremy Chin there defensively.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Chark. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. On first down, going back to Patterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, in the fourth quarter here, you've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. A nice little juke. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I are both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they found a way to be successful with it.
Right back to Sanders on first down. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2nd and 6. Another run with Sanders. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 8.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Young on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Panthers 45, Falcons 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Jackson. He's got Patterson on the out route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 22. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Now it's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Panthers, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.